Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Sanity stream, the place where you go to gain a little bit of your sanity back in what has become an American minefield known as U.S. politics. I got a really spicy show for the coal factory today. If you like this type of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, and or comment. It really helps the channel grow. With that said, I got a really amazing show for you today. We're going to be highlighting the tolerance of the leftists, simply attacking gay people, Chinese people, and now U.S. sitting senators. That's right. We're going to be talking about Antifa finally getting their dues, justice finally being served. We're going to be doing an update on Kyle. I can't go into his last name here because YouTube and Facebook are actively censoring pretty much everything going on about this kid in Kenosha. I think you may know what I'm talking about. And we are going to be ending this particular segment with just a story that it's almost hard to believe. It really is. It is Trump Derangement Syndrome in full effect. With that said, let's get straight into the episode. So, we're going to start here with Brandon Straka. I actually talked about him a few podcasts ago, and he's an amazing person. He created the Walk Away movement. He's actually a gay man, and he switched sides. He used to be a Democrat basically his entire life, and he started to realize that the left was moving away from him, and he didn't recognize it from what it once was. And because of that, he created the Walk Away movement, where people, like-minded individuals who believes that they are disenfranchised and no longer part of the Democratic platform, the very tolerant leftists that we're talking about here, the coming in full force, he decides to make this movement. And of course, he is attacked for it. The absolute tolerance of the left in full force. Let's take a look at this video. Of course, you know the D.C. March on Washington is going on right now. So you're going to be having a lot of political spectacle coming out right now. Let's just show you exactly what these leftists really think about diversity when those people don't exactly align with how they view the world. Let's take a look.
Oh, really?
Really? That's fine.
I don't speak to people like that. I
Really?
do.
You like show pictures, right?
If you support Donald Trump, then you're a can't say the word, but that is absolutely insane. You are attacking people because they're gay and they like the president. So then you're going to physically accost them as they're walking by. It is absolutely disgusting. But again, are we really surprised at this point? 30 plus people dead since the beginning of George Floyd. Black Lives Matter, the most tolerant movement in all of America, of course. Their support dwindling all over the United States, up in the high 90s at the beginning of George Floyd, now down to low 40s, 43% the last time I checked the polls. And with Kenosha just coming in and news of the actual reportings coming in, I can continue to see it fall. So let's continue.
You know, you want to take that little sausage.
Literally walking down the sidewalk.
Don't get me on there.
He's a Donald Trump supporter. He supports racism. Fuck him.
Fuck y'all.
Do you even know when I'm not saying you. I'm not saying
For the record, we were walking down the street minding our own business, and you just physically assaulted.
No, it's not. You called me a faggot.
It's what his faggot ass said.
Look up the crime bill.
Wow. I mean, honestly, the footage really does speak for itself, does it not? I mean, the left constantly says that, they support, the gay people, they support the marginalized, the few, the minority. But do they really? Do they really support people? Because when you really support people, that means you have to give those people choice. And that's not what they want. They just want your vote. They don't actually care about you. And the Republican Party of today is not the Republican Party of your grandfather, the old white Republican. If you look at the base, it really doesn't fit their narrative anymore. I mean, look at this. We have Walk Away, Brandon Straka, a gay man who is actively supporting the president and getting people that see the Democrat Party as simply too violent, simply too restrictive. It's literally like a cult. And if you ever dare to go against their dogmas, you will see the left for what they truly are. If you are a leftist and you are watching this podcast, I want you to create a honeypot. And what a honeypot is, it's actually an IT term. I was in IT while I was in the Navy. What you're going to do is you're going to post that you are supporting Donald Trump. This will show you, if you are a leftist and your friends are, leftists and liberals, I use that very loosely, you'll see the vitriol. All of those memories, all of that love, all of that affection, years speaking with these people, developing friendships, it will all literally go away in a second the moment you dare to push against the narrative. So I recommend you give it a try. Let's continue watching.
Get away from me. You get away from me.
Do something to her.
Yeah, do something to her.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Wow. Tolerant leftists. Let's continue, because this is really just a compilation, because it really is. This is what it ultimately is about. It is not about freedom of thought. If you dare fight against the woke church, if you dare fight against the leftist agenda, you will be attacked. I don't care if you're a gay, trans, helicopter, riding unicyclist. I'm trying to think of the most marginalized person I can possibly think of with one leg and three toes. Whatever. It really doesn't matter. If you go against the narrative, they'll attack you. They do not care. The tolerant left. So again, here's another thing we got. Now these are younger kids, but let's just see exactly the type of ideology they jump onto.
Hey, fuck you on your camera, bitch.
Fuck you.
These are simply journalists. They are simply on the ground to get the facts. They are not there to start fights. They are not there to try to, create a confrontation. And yet people come up to them and start attacking them. Let's see the tolerance to the left. Let's continue.
You know what? Fuck you. Fuck off.
Fuck you,
Go
stupid
home.
bitch. You go home.
Go home.
You go home,
You're
bitch.
fucking 13. Go
You're
home to
13,
your
bitch.
mom.
You a fucking Asian bitch. Fuck you, you fucking king. Fuck you.
And you'll see that a lot. You will see that a lot. If you are someone who decides to jump to the right, if you're a Hispanic, they'll, you know what they'll call you. If you're a black person, they'll call you a coon and Uncle Tom. They'll even drop the N-word on you. These white woke liberals, they are wolves in sheep's clothing. Or as Malcolm X says it, they are foxes. They are the most deceitful people in the Western world. His words, Malcolm X's words, by the way, not mine. Not mine. You are being used as a pawn. If you are a minority in this country, you are being used as a pawn by the left. They do not care about you. It is ultimately about their agenda. And if you dare to push against that, even by the smallest minute fraction, you will be attacked. Not surprised, though. The tolerant left burns buildings, loots, destroys, uproots lives. It's their go-to at this point. And the media continues to cover for them. Peaceful protests. Now we're moving it up a notch. Of course, we just had journalists being attacked. We just had, a gay man being attacked because he supports Trump and he has a movement for Trump. And now we are getting to the point where standing U.S. senators, Rand Paul and his wife, are being attacked by people simply for their beliefs. It is absolutely disgusting. But again, I really feel like I use that word so much, it's starting to wear on me. Because I can't think of a better word to describe a mindset that is so intolerant of people's beliefs that they will physically attack you, stomp your face into the freaking pavement because you do not believe the way that they do. They are violent criminals. And that is exactly why Kenosha happened. That is exactly why. Because patriots are getting sick of this. We have been very, very passive. Very, very neutral. We have given you time to try to, I don't know, figure out exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Because all you seem to do is create division. All you seem to do is be fixated on race. All you seem to do is want to create tribalism. It is literally the French Revolution in action. It is Mao's China in action. It is Hitler in Nazi Germany in action. It is a microcosm of violent leftists going around attacking people, physically accosting them, stopping them, for what? Racial justice? Taking people off of food boxes, removing cops from Lego toys. I mean, why don't you do something? Black Lives Matter has brought in $2.2 billion. You say the system is fighting against you. You have every major media news outlet on your side. Literally all of them. Literally all of them. All of them. You have Amazon, you have Walmart, you have Target, you have literally every major corporation on your side. Everyone's bending the knee. Every single sports athlete and sports league is bending the knee. I can't even watch a video without seeing a Black Lives Matter thing. I can't even play a video game without a Black Lives Matter thing being popped up for racial justice. I just want you guys to shut up and do something. Because all I see you doing is attacking innocent people in the streets because they don't think like you. Because they don't think race is a big deal. Because they don't actually put race as this huge, monstrous, major accomplishment. Because, I don't know, maybe if you actually listened to what the people who you are standing on the shoulders of, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, the people that you seem to love so much, and yet their message, you just piss all over it. You don't care about these people. You are standing on the shoulders of giants and you are destroying their legacy. They wanted you to see past skin color, you useful morons. You are simply the foot soldiers and the puppets of these people that are just pulling your little strings. Just emotional little toddlers unable to take any sort of responsibility in their lives. Do you want to do something? You want to accomplish something? Why don't you run for office? How about that? Why don't you start there? How about you create a movement that actually helps people in poor, impoverished neighborhoods to help them rise up? How about you create something? Create a foundation that helps people that are addicted to drugs. And bring them up. Why don't you do that? Why don't you actually do something? Why don't you actually be the change you wish to see in the world? Is this the change you wish to see in the world? Simply accosting and attacking people because of their beliefs and calling them racists and fascists and totalitarian people as you literally smash your fists into their face? You people are disgusting. You are truly I mean, your brain is so scrambled. You just, what do I do? What do I do? I know Orange Man bad. I know Orange Man bad. I know Orange Man bad. You guys are NPCs. You guys are robots. You are so easy to take control of. Free-thinking blacks, free-thinking browns, Mexicans, Asians, whites, all of us, we're attacked by you. Because we don't see race. We don't care about that. What happened to character over the color of skin? What happened to Martin Luther King? You say that you love these people so much, but do you actually walk in step to what they actually believed? Nope. And it's going to continue. And now we have standing U.S. senators being attacked. So they're walking through the crowd, and then this is when things get a little ugly. And for those of you that don't know, Rand Paul has actually been attacked before, pretty violently. For those of you who don't know, and now he's here with his wife, and you have the gall to try to attack him. You leftists have no idea what type of monster you are going to wake up. You have no clue what you're messing with. You are poking a bear that is being very, very, very patient. But there's going to come a moment where that bear is going to lose its patience, and you are going to wish you hadn't poked it at all. Be very careful with what you wish for. Be very, very careful with what you wish for. See, he's getting pushed around right now. They're pushing the cops. The guy's trying to protect with the bicycle. This is when. Now the cop's getting pushed. The wife's getting pushed over now. Rand Paul helping the cop. They're screaming about Brianna Taylor. Now, I actually did a video on Brianna Taylor. I believe no-knock warrants should be removed, even on the federal level. I will say that there should be some exceptions, perhaps for things like kidnapping, of course. If it involves illegal aliens, non-American citizens that don't, that aren't actually paying taxes and being a part of society. Child trafficking or trafficking in general. Low drug offenses. I mean, to be honest with you, I think the drug war is completely irrelevant. I think we will look back in 50 years, hopefully sooner, and we will see that just like Prohibition, where alcohol was illegal, it ended up creating, huge crime families. Chicago, New York, people dying in the streets. I mean, if they simply legalized drugs, then none of this would be happening. And the cartels would literally go belly up overnight. But that's a different story. But look at this. Look at this. Are you serious? Either way, Brianna Taylor, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to prosecute the police officers because the man that was inside the house with Brianna Taylor shot through the door first. And the police officers returning fire and killing her, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, it is. It's a tragedy that she died, but it's going to be very difficult to say, hey, those cops were in the wrong when they got shot at first and one of the cops actually got hit. So the fact that they returned fire, and again, I don't believe in no-knock warrants, but this isn't going to help your cause. And to you lefties out there, if you really wanted power, if you actually read Saul Alinsky, Hillary Clinton's, love letter man who wrote Rules for Radicals, you would know in the introduction and the first chapter, he talks specifically about when you engage in violence like this, you push people to the right. Because people want security. They don't want to be attacked in the streets. They don't want their buildings burned. They don't want their churches burned. They don't want their entire community uprooted. It's just, you are literally helping Trump every single time you do this. He's at a 52% approval rating. He was in the low 40s. And as you guys continue to riot, and as you continue to red pill all of America, you are pushing them into Donald Trump's arms. It is blowing my mind. These from the leftists just simply can't handle the truth. And I look forward to the downvote brigade that has been coming from my videos. I'm glad I am triggering you. Maybe you'll wake up, though I doubt it. You're too indoctrinated in your dogmatic way of thinking. You are simply unable to see the world clearly because you look at it through the lens of race. and that makes you the racist. Congratulations. You have come full circle. With that said, I'm going to be talking about Kyle. I'm actually going to hide his name because everything going on right now is just insane. Obviously, you know what's happening in Kenosha right now. Absolutely nuts. I dropped a pretty spicy meme on my channel. It's for 18 plus. For those of you who want to check it out, it's honestly, I'm probably going to hell for posting it, but I couldn't help myself. Friggin' sue me. With that said, they are delaying his extradition to Wisconsin because the boy, he's 17 years old, lives in Illinois, and they are throwing the book at him. First degree reckless homicide, first degree recklessly endangering safety, first degree intentional homicide, attempt first degree intentional homicide, first degree recklessly endangering safety, and sixth possession of a dangerous weapon. A judge postponed a decision on Friday whether 17-year-olds should be returned to Wisconsin to face charges in the killing of two people on the streets of Kenosha during unrest following the police shooting of a black man, Jacob Blake. The Illinois judge granted Kyle request to delay the extradition hearing to September 25th during a brief hearing that was streamed online. Kyle did not appear. Assistant Public Defender Jennifer Snyder, who was representing Kyle, asked for a delay in the extradition hearing so her client would have time to hire a private attorney. She said Kyle had spoken by phone with his mother since the arrest. Lee Files, spokesman for the Lake County, Illinois state attorney, declined to comment on whether other charges were being considered for anyone who may have acted as an accomplice to Kyle. But with that said, he does have an amazing legal team coming his way. I can't actually say, you're just going to have to look it up. I can't post anything about it, and honestly, I can't say anything about it because the censorship is just absolutely nuts, and the for algorithm on this particular site, God, it's so crazy that we can't speak freely. Is this not nuts? I mean, Section 230, please, Trump, come on. Come on. If you are an American business, if you have platform protections and you are in the United States of America, you should be required by law to uphold the First Amendment. The only thing that you should have to be able to take or be allowed to take down is anything that is targeting a person or set of persons with direct violence or basically saying that you're going to commit a crime. Anything other than that, even the most rancid, most despicable things you could possibly say to someone, you should be able to say it. Now, of course, you can create things within that particular sphere so that you can block people or, set it up in such a way that the algorithm, pulls you towards particular people that you obviously connect with. But again, you have to allow free thought. And it's just mind-blowing that we are living in America, and we truly are. These tech oligarchs are becoming 1984, Ministry of Truth. I've already had a video of mine taken down. Already. I've been making videos for almost 2 weeks now, and I'm already getting stuff removed. It is absolutely insane what is going on. With that said, Antifa finally getting some justice. It has taken so long. The rioting, particularly in Portland, is nuts. I mean, they had a moment where they took quick dry cement, they dried the door handles and the door of the front of the police, and then they tried to set the building on fire with people in it. This is murder. These people are LARPing. They literally they don't think anything can happen to them. They're all felons. They're all insane. And the amount of pedophiles that are in these groups, it will blow your mind. The thing that happened in Kenosha, these people were on, let's say, a certain registry. Maybe you've heard of it before. It's not very good to be on that registry. Usually involves young people. And on top of that, the other guy who's being pushed as a hero was also a felon, and he had a ton of domestic abuse. I mean, how do you become a felon for domestic abuse? I mean, the guy was a monster, and now they're praising him like he's Tony Hawk. He got the Tony Hawk justice, that's for sure. And again, just look at these people. They all look the same. And I don't know if you've ever like gone through and looked at like the FBI documents and stuff like that, and them actually being, brought into prison. They all look the same. They all look the same. They look methed out of their mind. They're all super pasty white. They got the darting, scary eyes. They got that crazy smile going on. The dyed hair. Oh my God. These people are insane. And just when you thought the insanity, couldn't go any farther, let's raise the energy up. If you're enjoying this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and or comment. Join the Coal Factory, join this movement, and let's make change in the world. Let's actually do something about this. Let's actually be real patriots. Let's not just be, I'm all for the internet, and I love the outreach, and I love the support. And the most you can do is share this video, like this video, subscribe to this channel, word of mouth, tell your friends about this. Maybe this can be your show that, you drive to work. Hopefully your family is healthy. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you have a job and you're working. Maybe you can listen to this while you're at the gym. Maybe when you're driving to work, whatever. I really hope you're enjoying the content. But other than that, I want to see real change. I don't want to just sit here and watch the world burn. I want real change. And it's people like you that are watching this that can make it happen. And I believe in this. I believe in this movement. With that said, Trump Derangement Syndrome is in full force. This girl, Andrea Bernstein, is an actual journalist. And with everything going on right now, with all the chaos, with all, everything going on with the thing that's getting people sick. Man, you really can't talk on this platform. This is what people decide to talk about. This is Trump Derangement Syndrome on a totally different level. And I've seen it. I have family members that have this. It's a very serious disease. It is a very serious disease. You can't take it lightly. Please call the 1-800 number. You need help. And I'm praying for you. I'm really praying for you. I'm praying for my family. I'm praying for your family too. If any of your family members have this Trump Derangement Syndrome, it's just wiping people out, scrambling people's minds. OMG, Ivanka Trump is telling a story about her son Joseph building a Lego model of the White House. She told the same story about herself once, building a Lego Trump Tower. The story was made up. The story was plagiarized from The Art of the Deal. The paperback of American Oligarchs comes out October 6. You can pre-order now at blah blah blah. Ivanka Trump has tweeted a photo of her son Joseph with his grandfather at the Resolute desk with the Lego White House. I've asked the White House if 3-year-old Joseph indeed built it by his own initiative and if he had assistance. Will tweet reply if/when I get it. This is what journalism is, guys, now. These people have orange man bad. They have Trump Derangement Syndrome to the extreme. Can you imagine getting to the point where you're like, man, I hate Trump so much. I hate him. I hate him so much. What do I do? What do I do? Oh my God. Well, he's got that little 3-year-old grandson. What is he doing? He says he's building a Lego house? Oh, no. I can't handle it. Rest in peace, headphone users, by the way. Oh my God. I can't handle this. He's building a Lego house? Oh my God. Whee! Whee! This is insanity, guys. This is insanity. This is why you watch the Sanity stream, to gain some of your sanity back. These people are nuts. Are we not all laughing at these people? Holy crap, this is clown world. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. I really hope you enjoyed this. This is absolutely nuts. Again, The country is in absolute chaos. Democrats don't say anything about it. Trump is actively standing up for us. We have to win this election. He's at 52%. They know, the leftists know they're going to lose, and it is literally, it's just watching a plane that is just already on fire, just trying to land. That's what the Democrats are trying to do. They're just praying to God that they that they can have a survivor or two. Oh my God. This is so sad. Alright, once again, this is the Sanity Stream with Lucius Cole. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and or comment. The coal factory getting nice and hot. These leftist tears are just powering up our generators, making the memes even spicier, and making this community so much more patriotic. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Love ya. Peace.